Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Backyard Garage. So today I'm going to be buttoning up a few things on the camper. So let me just get in and get started and I'll show you what's up. So here we go with the camper here. First thing I did is, and sorry I didn't record it because there's just not a lot of room to record, is I put the outside light in and got that all installed. Let me turn on the power so you can kind of see that quick here. There we go. So what I did is I got the butt connectors there, popped a hole in the camper, put two butt connectors on them, the heat shrink ones, shrunk them down, and then put another piece of heat shrink on there to keep the wires good. And then in the hole itself that the wires went through, I siliconed it really good, and then I ran a bead of silicone all the way around this just to really seal it up and get it good to go. But this is in, there we go, and it's on. So I'll have to come out tonight and check it and see how bright it is. So another little thing that I did too here inside the camper is I put the curtain rods in. So I got those in. So just another step getting closer. So what I want to do now is I got to put this trim piece for the window on here. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, or get that put on here really quick. But before that, I had to lower the camper and I had to make sure that all these curtain rods cleared and everything. So let me get it raised back up and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so there we have it. I got it all installed. It's looking pretty good. I gotta wash it off a little bit more, but that's okay. So that is good. So this portion is pretty much done. Just like the regular old skylight, opens up, closes. Alrighty, so the next thing that I'm gonna do here is the little corner pieces that I had in here, which are right here. I wanna get these painted just so they're weatherproofed. So let me get sanding them down and then we'll go ahead and get them painted. Alright, so I have these all painted up and they're just drying right now. So I will be putting another coat on them here pretty soon. They're starting to get pretty dry. But in my last video, I was talking about doing a rib nut and putting a rib nut on the awning because it wouldn't stay up. So I thought I'd just record kind of how it's done. So let me just sit up on the tripod and I'll kind of talk about what a rib nut is and how to install one. Okay, so this right here is what's called a rib nut. And it's what I need to do is, this doesn't have threads and I need a bolt to be able to go into that hole and to screw down and tighten, because that's what it squeezes against the awning, and that's what holds the awning up, is just by pinching the other arm. So in order to do that is, I have the rib nut here, sorry I dropped it, and it needs to go in here, but this hole's too small, so I gotta drill these out. So I have my drill set up. Let me get these drilled out quick. Okay, so now that those are drilled out, the rib nut slides right in. As you can see, it's a pretty snug fit in there. There's not a lot of play on that. So this slides in, and then is what happens. I'll just show you what happens. So we're gonna take our rib nut gun or tool. It's just a tool, and as you squeeze it, let me see if it's in focus. But as you squeeze it, you'll see that those threads slide in. Well, what happens is, or is what you do, you take this rib nut and you screw it on like that. Then we'll take the piece of the awning that needs that nut, we're going to slide it in, and then I'll hold it like this, and then when you squeeze, since it's threaded on, is what it does. I got to use two hands here. Let's see if it'll focus here. There we go. So when you squeeze it, it makes a compression fitting on that metal. So now we can unscrew this here. Give me just a second. And there you go. This is permanently in there. It's tight, it's secure, because when that crimped and compressed, it crimped the metal, and it's got like little knurls on it. So it's gonna end up holding, and it shouldn't strip. And if it does strip out in the future, it's okay, because they're pretty easy to replace. So that's a rib nut, and that is what I needed to replace. So let me get the other one done, and then we'll get this thrown on the camper, and I'll show you what it looks like with the awning up. Alrighty, and now we got the awning up, and it holds itself up. So those rib nuts are right here that I put in, and then I just put a thumb screw in there, and it fits just perfect. So it's all up and good to go. So whenever I want to drop it down, I just have to loosen this one. Then I'll loosen this one. You guys probably get the gist of it, but there we go. It's down. I can lock it in. Lock this side in. And there we go. That is good to go. And that is done. So the next thing I'm probably gonna start focusing on is I gotta get this frame all cleaned off and get it all set, because I wanna get it painted just so it looks nice. So that's pretty much one of the last things that I gotta do here. So let me start prepping that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is what the frame is looking like. It's nice and black and shiny, just like it's brand new almost. I painted pretty much everywhere. Let me open this door here. I got back down in there. I gotta peel up that tape here in a little bit after this sets for a little bit longer. And then coming around, I didn't film me painting all this, to be honest. You watch one thing get painted, the thing is the same. You just hit the spots with the brush and go over everything else with the roller, and then it's good to go. But there we go, it's looking good. And then here's the back side, or the other side of the camper. Sorry, I'm trying to hold this as still as I can. And then here's the back. So as you can see, it's looking really good. I can't complain, I love it. I keep saying that I love it, but honestly, I just love everything that I'm doing with this camper. I think it's just turning out great. I'm just super thrilled, super happy. So anyway, that's gonna be a wrap for this video. I really appreciate you all watching my videos. If you could, please hit the subscribe button. It should be like down there. Hit that little bell notification when you know when my next videos come up, and we will all see you next time. Peace.